Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your host John, and today I'd like to introduce myself and my portfolio. The goal of this YouTube channel is to keep track of my Robinhood investment. I've been investing for the past 6 years, moving on to 7. I started when I was 18 and now I'm 24. Throughout this video, I'd like to give a general breakdown of the stocks I'm invested in and look through some option strategies that I've recently been implementing into my setup. As you can see, I have a relatively small portfolio that I've diligently been trying to grow for the last 6 years. At less than $10,000, I would consider this a small portfolio. Quick disclaimer before we begin, I do utilize margin to run my option strategies. Options are not beginner friendly, and I lost around $1,500 learning how to deal with them. So, over the course of the last 6 years, I've grown this account by 1,400%. In the last year, I've grown it by 41%, and year to date, which would be more or less 1 year, is 41%. That's neither here nor there. Currently, my main focus is AI stocks. When I'm looking at AI stocks, I look at who is buying them, who is investing in them, who they have contracts with, and their general plan for the future. Let's start off with Palantir. I use Yahoo Finance, and sure, we have all the fancy graphs and stuff. I don't know how to read them. Not gonna lie to you, I don't. I could tell if it's going up or down, but that's about it. But you want to look at the news. So I bought Palantir at, let's see, my average cost for Palantir is $19.58. This was about 3 months ago, when it was like, yeah, about 3 months ago, I'd say. And Palantir at the time was, they already had contracts with the army, and they were moving into the consumer sector of things, and it was going well for them. I bought Palantir at $19.58. It's now at $45. I'm up 129% on that stock, which is over $2,000, and it's one of my biggest gainers, one of my biggest gainers for this year. The next stock I got in my portfolio is AI wise is SoundHound AI. And to be quite frank, I'm bullish on all my stocks that I invest in within my portfolio, unless I see them starting to lose too much. You always have to take calculated risk, right? And my average cost for this stock is $4.86. I don't see it going below $4 in the next year. I have 130 shares of this stock. Currently, I'm up $150. But this stock is kind of in one of those volatile ranges. And it is one of my calculated risks that I'm taking on this account. One of the things I look at within the Robinhood app when investing, and this is if you have Robinhood Gold, I look at the trading trends. Recently, the stock hit a little high, $6 from $4.86 to $6, right? Robinhood, we have people selling off, we have hedge funds selling off, we have insiders, selling off a little bit. But 86% of the analyst rating is, to buy. The EPS is coming out November 12th, so there's a little more volatility around that time with any stock. But I'm bullish on this stock because when you look at the news for SoundHound AI, you see that it has a lot of potential. And this is what I look for mainly in stocks, especially when they're new to me and I haven't done enough research in them. It's the potential, right? AI is very new. I feel like it has a lot of upward movement, and research, the research in the news, all that stuff. 76% of US drivers likely to use voice generative AI. 79% of drivers across Europe are willing to use voice generative AI. It has a big market within the car sector or the automotive sector, if you want to be, you know, precise. And that's my main reasoning for holding this stock and investing so much into it, right? The next AI stock, same thing as SoundHound. I just got 55 shares of this stock, BigBear.ai. And basically, this company, you know, I don't know too much about it, but it has AI. It's AI. Trading trends, hedge funds are buying it. The insiders are selling off just a little bit, you know. But its earning per share will be out November 5th, which is next week. And with BigBear.ai, it's implementing a lot of. It's kind of like, I don't know how to say it, a simpler version of Palantir, I guess. That's what I got from the general research I did of the stock. But one of the big things that made me invest into it in the first place was this 5-year production contract with the U.S. Army, right? This is something. It's going to be there for 5 years. It's a big investment from the Army, and when you see stuff like this, it shows that there is something solid there at the core of this company. That's my initial reason as to why I invested in that stock. Now, we move down the list. We have this stock, Nerdy, right? No idea. No idea what's it about. I don't even know what it does. This is another AI stock, but at 94, 95 cents, I don't, like, what do I have to lose? $10? You know what I'm saying? It's calculated risk at the end of the day. Also, with SoundHound, I opened up 10 contracts with them, just because I feel like the stock will blow up in the next year. Me personally, I don't know. I just feel it, right? And I have the contracts open up to not expire until 2026 because I don't want to be sitting there worrying about losing all my money, all that good stuff. Move down the portfolio, SoFi, another great option. This stock, there's been a lot of news around it. It just beat its earning per share by 1 cent. You know, it's not a lot, but at least there's upward movement in the stock. And then we get into more tangible stocks, such as Robinhood. You know, I'm using the app right now. I see more new investors using this app in the future. It's a solid app. It hasn't done me wrong yet. But I have 30 shares of Robinhood, American Airlines. American Airlines, they've been down since coronavirus. Right? You look at the 5-year. They hit a high in 2021 of $22, but obviously with the Fed rates and whatnot, that stock was never able to move upward. Right now, I feel like American Airlines is cheap. Right? At its high, it was at $29. I have an average cost of $11, let's say $11, right? I'm up $73. American Airlines, JetBlue today actually just tanked. I'm actually down $31 on this stock. But then again, if it goes below 5, if it even touches $5, I'll probably sell out of this stock, so I don't lose too much money. It's all calculated risk, right? And that's JetBlue. One of the stocks I invested in a couple years ago actually is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, and this stock has done me really well. It's up 136%. I'm up $500, almost $600 on this stock. And Nvidia, you know, they split, and judging by what I seen with Tesla, I assumed that each of the shares, when the stock split, I assumed each stock that's split from it will go up just because it's at a cheaper buy-in rate, and a lot of people are looking at that company, and it's solid. Um, One dividend stock I'm invested in this portfolio is Realty Income. I don't care where the stock goes, and this is for every dividend stock I might invest in or will be investing in the future. I don't care whether it goes up or down. It's all about how much dividends they're giving you. And Realty Income, or O, ticker symbol O. From the research I've done, what I've learned about this stock is that it always increases its dividends year over year, and they're very consistent, right? It's a very consistent stock. I don't worry about it. It's just there to give me like $4 every 3 months, something like that. Um, Carnival Cruise, I felt like that was at a bargain at the time, $16. Now it's at 22. I'm up $10, which is 33%, but you know, this is little stuff. It's little. But that's pretty much my stock portion of this portfolio. In the options sector of this portfolio, let's say, I have a lot of credit spreads open, right? Pretty much you buy a put and sell a put. That's pretty much what a credit spread is, and it reduces your liability. It's not the same as buying just one put and selling just one put. You lose less money. At least that's what I got from my options trading learning experience of losing $1,500. Right? Pretty much you go in here, you go out to a certain date, 780 days, right? Whatever. You buy a put. Let's see if I'm doing this right. You sell a put. Nope, did that wrong. It's reverse. I always get these confused. So you're gonna want to sell high and buy low, and you get a little chart such as this. Now, since I'm bullish, I just expect all the stocks in my portfolio to just go up, right? And Robinhood has this nice little thing where my max loss is going to be $300 and my max profit is going to be $400. Ooh, this might be good. Yeah, but that's what a put credit spread is. And when it comes time to sell it, you're pretty much doing the reverse. So I bought at 35 for $720, and I sold at 42 for $1,040. That might be wrong. I'm terrible at math. But when it comes time to sell, you're pretty much doing the opposite. And I'm not going to try to explain this thing, dude. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. But yeah, that's pretty much my portfolio. These are the things I invest in. These are the options I run. It's a small portfolio. I might lose all my money. But end of the day, I did manage to somehow grow this portfolio by 1,400%, and there's no tips and tricks to it. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I still feel like I have so much to learn, and I know I have so much to learn. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.